With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Packers.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
26.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Tight down. There you go. Checked up team.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Come on, D. 42 the mic, boys. 42 the mic. Get that.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
A 64-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
My 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get in the weight room. Bravo. 36, 49, check 49, check 49.
Rodgers now to throw. Going up top. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check, 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 check. Mike 40, Mike 40. Gotta do better.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Bernard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a give, right side. Bernard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On second down, Bernard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a Packer first down.
319. Back north. Jet. 64.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, Mike's 42.
Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Let's go. We got this.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D. Switch.
Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, 626.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 52. Check. Kill.
This is Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Let's go.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Bring it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Mike 42. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you scored a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Zadarius Smith, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pick six all day. Don't throw my side.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The give to Jones. And an alley to run. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We want it. Come to my world. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check, 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 check. Look at this.
On first down, Bernard. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes You got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They run with Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Kelly. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Again, it's Kelly. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. On the run, it's Kelly. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. On second down now. It's Kelly, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is Kelly. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Right there. All day, baby.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. One last shot for Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly